All right, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert at this track. I've maybe driven it like Thunderdome or whatever in the past year, so not a lot of laps here. We're starting. I'll try to keep this quick. I'll fast forward through some parts that redrive straight. So we're approaching the S's before my fast lap started. I'm using this dirt, this sand as a reference. You've also got your 150 marker here. So I'm using some of this extra. I'm guessing it's faster to use more. I just haven't figured it out yet. So essentially giving a little bit of acceleration, coming off the throttle to rotate the car, and then finding a spot back through here that you can go wide open or close to wide open. This one didn't go so well. I just went flat to the floor and the car got sideways. I caught some of that curbing. You can't do that. So coming up here, I am using the number marker still, the braking point. So my guess is somewhere around 75, maybe 60. And the whole idea here is to get the car down onto this curbing, for me at least, because you get this bump of compression, where you can go back flat to the throttle super early. Now down here, you can stay in fourth and bump the rev limiter from here up until about here, or you can go into fifth and then drop right back down into fourth as soon as you get to this curb. For this braking point, somewhere towards the middle of this curbing right here. This section right here, you can carry this track everywhere. You can carry a lot of speed on the first third of the corner and finish your braking more towards the traditional apex. So you do want to get the car hustled mid-left here, because this next corner, you can take a lot of inside curbing, but you can't take any exit curbing, and you can be almost flat through here. So down here, we're downshifting from fourth to second. I wait a little bit to grab second, a little bit later on towards the latter half of this corner. And as soon as the car takes a set and I can turn the car down onto the curbing, then I go back wide open throttle. Track limits here are super strict. 2 tires up over the curbing here is a 1X, and same on exit. But what I'm doing here is I'm turning the car and braking, brushing the brake to get it to slide a little bit on entry. I don't know if this is a 1X or not. I thought my fast lap was clean, but this looks pretty close here. But any tires over this red curbing on exit is a 1X. So staying in fourth, no need to grab fifth. You get to the rev limiter, but real close to the apex. Bending the car. Just slight brake, coasting towards the apex. Now rate to be really, really fast through here. You can see how early I get back to wide open throttle. As soon as I know that the car is not going to cross over the red and white curbing, is when you want to go back to wide open. This corner feels so good when you get it just right. So here's another fast one. Using the entry curbing, finishing your braking down towards the apex. Actually, I coasted in there, which is fine. You can probably carry a little bit more speed. Again, all this painted curbing is friendly. So this left-hander right here, I play with the throttle quite a bit towards the apex because very strict track limits on exit again. Actually went to the brake a tiny bit. It's making sure I can get the car down. But again, 2 tires off this red and white paint is 1x. It's one of the most important corners on the track, and I suck at it. But pretty much getting your downshift in early, fourth back to third, getting the car settled, making you turn in, and being able to go wide open throttle before you get to this curbing right here. But the car has to be on a trajectory to not put 2 tires over the curbing on exit again. Strict track limits. Then you're all flat up through here, grabbing fifth somewhere around this corner or maybe right after. I just grabbed it right there. Flat through here. And then back to that braking point where I'm using this dirt as a reference. Like kind of like right where these 2 lines come together of the dirt. So I waited a little bit longer to go back on throttle. I'm not saying this is the fastest way through here by any means. See, I didn't go wide. I just didn't want the car to slide. I think I was plus like 3/10 in sector 5, which is pretty much the S, and that's it. Splits, optimal 49.1, so you can see them. It's not, oh, actually, yeah, it'll show me. This was my best lap, so 49.6, 49.650. That's weird, it doesn't match up perfectly. Anyways. Well, actually, this, you know what, I take that back. This was a clean section, so let's watch it again real quick. I'll let this part play through because this corner is hard. All right, and that's it. I'm not going to let a lap play through just because this track is so long. Try to get some practice in this week with you guys if I can. I do have Winding Road Race, so I'm going to be tight on time, but if we can make it happen, let's do it.